Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, alright,
How the 2026 World Cup will change football. For cheap, good quality football jerseys, go over to www.jerseyfifa.com where they have the new season's jerseys from just $25. Their website will be linked in the description below, and you can use the coupon code ATLANTISFOOTBALL to get 5% off. So in 6 years time, the US, Mexico and Canada will be hosting the World Cup finals, which will be the catalyst for immense change in world football. This is because at the moment North America plays a tiny role in the world football scene compared to the European leagues. However, the football or soccer scene as they called it is growing rapidly, with the MLS now having sides in nearly all major cities and are now attracting young talents from South America and producing their own inside their own setups that are now beginning to have an impact on European football. But before I get further into the analysis, if you are someone who values your privacy online, then you need ExpressVPN. With ExpressVPN, not only will your private information be safe online, but you can also access video content that may be blocked in your country. So if you've watched everything on, say, the UK Netflix, ExpressVPN allows you to reroute your connections to a different country, so you can watch Netflix, YouTube videos and other streaming services as if you were in another country that you wouldn't otherwise be able to watch. ExpressVPN have given me a special discount for 3 months free for my subscribers when you sign up for a year, which works out at just £5.36 a month. So click the link in the description to find out how you can get all of this and support the channel. Whilst the US plows massive amounts of money into basketball, American football and baseball, it doesn't yet do the same with soccer. However, that will change as already the demand for Premier League and European football is growing, with the major sports broadcasters now vying for the rights to show the European leagues. But it still feels like the US football scene needs a catalyst, and what perfect way to propel the sport into the mainstream than hosting the World Cup. There are massive cities all over that can host games such as Los Angeles, New York, Seattle, Miami, Toronto and many more, alongside massive stadiums that are currently used for NFL, college sports and soccer that can be used to put on a spectacle. With the World Cup touring around the country and each city being given a chance to see some of the best footballers in the world at their stadium in their city rather than on TV, alongside the hype that comes with it, you can guarantee that the interest in the game amongst the population will explode. Also, with North America now beginning to see more players coming through and becoming top level players in Europe, such as Christian Pulisic and Alphonso Davies, the US, Mexico and maybe even Canada as well, might have decent chances of getting to the latter stages of the tournament, which will continue to boost the interest amongst the general public. Not to mention the social media influencers, celebrities and media companies that will be covering the World Cup throughout the tournament, which will provide a massive boost to the image of the sport. You'll be seeing music artists, YouTubers, podcasters and other athletes posting and talking about the World Cup throughout the tournament. Drake will be putting on his best London accent and 6ix9ine will be telling you about how he could have been playing middle wing for Mexico if he didn't hurt his knee, as everyone tries to get in on the clout that comes with the world's biggest sporting event. But the thing that will push football in America most of all will of course be the money. See, the US doesn't have the built-in history in terms of pundits and media outlets covering football like Europe does. So building up to the World Cup, these big media companies like NBC and Fox are going to be investing in the football soccer coverage in order to make sure that they have a slice of the pie when it arrives. After the World Cup happens and the inevitable interest in football begins to boom, you can bet your life that the US begins to find a way to make money from this, which will of course come from their domestic league, the MLS. Right now it seems like the NFL, NBA and MLB are the big fish in the pond, and the broadcasting companies consider the MLS the small fish. However, once the demand in the sport begins to increase, the MLS will surely adapt to meet it, and I'll be doing a video looking at how the MLS can become one of the biggest leagues in the world in the future, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that. If the MLS can make the correct changes to their league format, then they could be competing with the likes of La Liga and the Premier League, as they have the geographical advantages outside of football. Places like Los Angeles, Miami and New York and other cities throughout North America as a whole are where people want to be, so if the money is there to pay for transfers and player wages, then you could see players starting to make the switch to the MLS if the improvement in quality comes as it should do. This could see the MLS break into the top 5 leagues in the world, and potentially further down the line may see the FIFA Club World Cup become more of a Champions League style tournament with greater sporting significance rather than the current 14 tournament that it has been. The MLS format could also be a lot more broadcastable and interesting than a 20-team league format in Europe, but I will be going into that specifically in a later video. So overall, my opinion is that the 2026 World Cup will be the catalyst for change in world football and could start to eat away at the top 5 European leagues' monopoly on the sport. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other videos linked in the description below. And also, if you want to get a VPN and support the channel while you're at it, you can go to the link in the description below. This VPN will allow you to watch video content from other countries that you otherwise wouldn't be able to, and will keep your private information safe online.